Let's go. Let's go, baby. What's poppin', man? It's your boy, OK Bet, aka K Trays. You know what it is, man. Look at this. Do I even need to say anything? Do I have to say a single word? What did we say? What have we been saying every single stinking day? Buy the dip. Relax. Stop panicking. This is just another dip in a bullish market, right? We talked about this. We've been buying calls since last Wednesday, literally, or no, last Thursday, my fault. Since last Thursday, we've been buying calls for this week, last week. Calls closed today at 800%, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for yourselves, man. Give it up for yourselves. If you listened, right? If you listened, you blocked out all the noise. Stop listening to everything around you. Stop listening to everybody around you. Listen to the charts, right? Don't even listen to me. Listen to the charts, right? So, anyway, yeah, we're gonna go over this real quick. My fault. I was actually on stream last night with the guys, so I didn't get a chance to upload the video, the game plan. And then, yeah, I was up late, super late. But that's on me. That's my fault, y'all. But I'm back. It is what it is. But anyway, let's get straight to it. All right, so cool. Boom. Right now, we already got the main thing. They literally gave it to us over the weekend. You couldn't have asked for a better move. And I woke up late, so I woke up and we were already up, like super up. So I'm like, oh, close. Bro, yeah, it was a beautiful day, man. But let me see, what else did we take today? We did a little bit of SPX, end of day. Those went 100%, easy work. And then we ended up buying more calls with time, all right? So I ended up just rolling the calls out. Just because I'm like, all right, cool. We took our profit off, we took our profit off over here. And now we just bought even more time. So instead of, Fridays, we just bought some more time. But, yeah, man, let's get straight into it. Yeah, so, right now we are at this main key inflection level, right? We did come all the way up here to our 756 level, right? We're still below, so, we're not out of the woods yet. Remember, this can still be, a lower high, right? This is a high, right? We don't really know just yet, you know what I'm saying? So we do need to confirm new all-time highs first before we, just start buying more and more calls, right? So the ones that I bought now is like a starter position for some rolls, right? Because you don't want to be that person who, you miss this and then you try to chase and then, we come fill this gap or, and then go or whatever the case may be, right? So all we really got to watch for now, if we gap down, like I said, we're already kind of losing this level, right? Well, we're not losing it, but we're at this level, my fault. But if we don't reclaim, well, I guess you could just use previous day's close, right? It's right on the level anyway, 755, 70-ish, right? If we don't reclaim this tomorrow, let's say we gap down or whatever, right? Any attempts that don't hold, you got to watch for that same 751, and then, worst case scenario, they come all the way back down to 748. Even worse, they come down and fill this gap, right? So, you got to be mindful of both sides, remember. But bull side, bull case, we did have a nice little gap up, so, the bulls are there. We just need to confirm, right? And you see how when we broke out, we had a retest in this same area. So if it does want to come down, right, this will be that same area you watch for. This will be a clue for downside, right? Whether we are confirmed if we're going down or not, right? If we can lose this area, then it'll kind of be like, all right, cool. Remember, look left, right? When in doubt, zoom out, look left, right? So if we get under, right, we don't want to get under all these buyers in here. We want all of this to hold realistically, right? What time is it? I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do. If I want to do a swing while I'm on here with y'all. Hold on, let me see something. Cause now it's so funny. Cause like as I'm teaching or as I'm like talking about it, I'm kind of like I gotta see something. But yeah. So yeah, like if this does hold, like I said, overnight, we kind of get some overnight consolidation or whatever. Then upside target will be easy, right? Today, previous day's high, which I guess would be today. Well, if you're watching this tomorrow, it would be yesterday. But yeah, so previous day's high, previous day's close, right? Those are gonna be your main levels. Yeah, anything below that, like I said, 748, we have to hold, right? 748 and 750. Yeah, honestly, just 750. Honestly, 750, because we can still, come back and even fill this gap and then still go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to just call anything too early. But for short term, right? For short term, we do need to hold this, right? 754 is where we are now, right? We need to hold this. We break out. Remember, retest, hold the level, take out the highs, and then we look left again, right? Where's all those sellers stuck at, right? Where all those, I'm not sellers, where all those buyers get trapped? Right in here. So this would be our next target, right? If we do come up tomorrow, I will be very cautious. I would not buy calls into this, right? I would be taking calls off, because yes, obviously I'll have, you know, runners if we do go this route, but you don't want to be that person that's just like, oh well, you know, it's going up, let me buy green, let me just go, let me buy, because you know that's when the traps are set, right? Whenever you start just jumping into stuff because it looks good, that's when the traps are set. So I wouldn't really buy into the 758 level. I would be more so selling into the 758 level, right? Because remember, we always look left and see what the market did last time. So there's a bunch of sellers in here, right? Look, sold here, came back up, sold here again, right? And we did have a lot of trouble getting past this area. So, you know, if this is all the liquidity we needed, besides, even if we do come back up, right, it'd be a nice little cup. I'm still going to want to see some sort of handle form over this, right, over that 755. That's why I'm like, you know, I'm not really too tripping about you know, swinging anything, because I'm like, you know, like I said, if you buy next week's calls, I mean, even if we do get this dip, you know, this is why you scale in. You're not really, you know, really missing out on anything. But we got 30 seconds. I'm trying to decide if I want to swing calls for tomorrow or not. Yeah, because I'm like, what if tomorrow they just, you know, bank us? But yeah, let's check the VIX real quick. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add. Because I got the starter calls already for next week, so I'm like, there's no point, right? Remember, if it's not clear to you, not that serious, right? You don't want to just take that risk. Unless it's some beautiful, like, breakout retest and we're already starting to push, like, you know, then I would take it. But, you know, we did kind of have a bit of a sell today, right? VIX ended up coming down. What did we talk about last time? Remember, when the VIX spikes, it always doesn't come back down, right? This is the biggest spike. This is one of the craziest spikes. This is during the tariff stuff last year. This is pretty crazy. But I mean, as you can see in comparison, even the war stuff did not spike as much, right? And that's why, you know, we've been so bullish for the last few months, and it's why we've been getting paid the last few months, right? But yeah, so we did come, you know, they come down good, right, to our base. It's 15 bucks, but you do still want to, you know, be mindful just in case you do want to get a little bit more spiky, right? Shake out a few people just in case, you know. And like I said, we did have this huge gap up, so, you know, be mindful of the gap. Don't fear the gap, but be mindful of the gap, right? Man, this is crazy. I literally drew this out. I drew this out, bro. This is so nuts. This is so nuts, bro. But yeah, this is basically it, man. This is basically it. This level holds, man. We're really smooth selling, right? If this holds overnight, we're literally just smooth selling, and you can expect the new all-time high. All right. But like I said, you don't want to just be blindly buying, right? You want to wait till you get either retest and buy here, or if we open up above, retest and buy here, right? You don't want to just buy. Remember, don't diddle in the middle, because it can go both ways, right? It can go this way, it can go that way, it can go both ways, it can go up and down. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to get caught in that middle while it's trying to decide, right? Like I said, if it's not just clear to us, then we'll just leave it be, you know. But yeah, because anything, like I said, especially if we look at the weekly, hold on. There we go. But yeah, you see, we do have this nasty little, you know, gap, and I don't want it to, you know, this should be an upper wick, you know, we get some sort of double top, right? So remember, you have to have a plan for both sides, all right? That's your lesson for today, all right? To have a plan for both sides, because remember, this can still be another trap. Yes, I know, sounds wild, sounds crazy, but like I said, if you protect yourself, you know, you buy time, you scale in, right? You don't just I'm not just gonna take all the money I made from here and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? No, not doing that. You're taking a percent of that, right? Whatever it may be. If you swung 10 contracts, right, and they absolutely banked. If you held longer than me, you probably made 1,000%, right? But if you do get that buying opportunity, you know, that's what I'm, you know, specifically going to be looking for. Now, at any point, if at any point at all we lose 748, I would be very hesitant, right, about this, you know, all-time high. But any kind of pullback in between here, remember, this is a wide range. So, you know, that's why I said you don't want to diddle in the middle, right? Wait for it to establish, like, is this just a break retest here, right? Is it a break? Even if it does come down to 748, I'm not too mad at it. We had a crazy gap up, right, over the weekend, right? And you don't want to be that person, you know, to buy the news and sell the rumor, right? It's opposite, buy the rumor, sell the news. So just in case, you know, the peace thing is if they do actually really do it, right? Because they're, oh, we didn't say that. Yeah, we did. We didn't say that. Peace, no peace, no. You know what I'm saying? It's just back and forth. So whenever they figure it out, you know, it could honestly be a sell the news type of event, because every time they say peace, we get a stupid pop, crazy pop every time. But when they say no peace, nothing really happens, right? When they're like, oh, no deal, the market doesn't have an instant reaction the way it does when they say, hey, we got to sign a deal, you know? So you got to be mindful of those kind of things. But yeah, I'm not really looking at anything else. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, we're good. I was like, bro, I hope I didn't miss the video. Okay, and the video's still smooth. Remember, I don't really want to touch the video for real until we really can claim 220. I know. And that's another reason why I'm like, you know, I'm not just going to blindly buy SPY. But, yeah, you know, just because it does look good, of course. But, you know, even, remember what we talked about. If you want this, you still need this, right? If you want this, you need this. If you want that, you know what I'm saying? So vice versa. Like, even if we're starting a downtrend, this is normal, right? This would be normal. So if it goes leg, this would be normal. So I don't want to, you know, we've made 2 legs, right? So I don't want to just get trapped, right? Let me base it first. Let me base it. Let me watch it at least reclaim 220. You know, then I'll feel a little better because it's that previous all-time high, right? Even honestly, even 212, kind of where it is now. Like if it does look good, you can have a starter position in the video. But I just don't want to, you know, like I said, I just don't want to. You don't want to just put that on yourself, right? Remember, if it's stressful, if it's anything like that, then it's probably not the best idea, right? You want clear, calm, easy trades, right? You don't want to be panicking, you know? So just let the trades come to you, right? And if we do gap up, boom, we have our upper targets. If we go down, we have our lower targets, right? But right now, we're really like smack in between both of our daily zones. So, you know, that's why I said, you know, we'll just, you know, it's Monday too. So Monday sets the tone, but, you know, we still got to let play out. Remember our analogy we always use, right? You got to let it start to reveal itself before you guess what it is. So, yeah, man. My fault for yesterday, man. I'm sorry about that. I know. I missed the day. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. But, like I said, I was, you know, with the boys. We were having fun on the stream. But, yeah, man, y'all know where to find me. See y'all, boys, man. Y'all be easy. We have no more basketball, so I don't know what to do with my life. I have no idea what I'm gonna do today. It's actually sad. I'm like, dang, no basketball. Now I gotta go out more. I gotta go outside, man. Dang. But that'll be it, man. Y'all be easy, man. Remember, keep it simple. Keep it solid. The market is as simple as you make it. Remember, if you complicate it, it will be complicated. If you keep it simple, it'll be simple, right? You don't want to have too much going on. This is why I always remake my charts pretty often. As y'all can tell, you'd be like, my man got 10 SPY charts. It's because, you know, I don't want to just get caught in a bias. I have to actively use that part of my brain to be like, analysis. Because, you know, you can get in that mode where you're just like, you're in a win streak for so long that you just kind of feel like you know it all, you know? So you just don't want to get caught in that. You have to make sure that you know, remain solid. You know, you have to watch. You still, no matter what, every day is still a battle. You know, so, yeah. Keep it simple. It'll be simple. Make it complicated. It'll be complicated. So that'll be it. We actually going over time. 13 minutes. No. But yeah, I'll see y'all. Hopefully we do gap up. You know what I'm saying? I want to go ahead and hit this all-time high so I can just tell everybody I told you so. But no, I'm just messing. But yeah. Oh, before I go, look. What do we always talk about? What is that? What is this right here? Oh, oop, sweep. Can't go lower. Squeeze. Underbelly. Right? If you've been listening to anything I've been saying for the past, really since it started dumping, right? I've been telling y'all, possibly a bear trap, right? Don't freak out. Don't go short. Not that everybody's, oh, it's over. No, this is just a range. Right? We've been inside that same daily candle for 5 days straight, and we could not go lower. 5 days straight, we could not go lower. Where do you think all that energy goes? Remember, consolidation leads to what? Expansion, whether it be upside or downside. We don't really care. We're not, well, y'all might be, but I'm not, you know, buying shares. We're day trading, right? We're swing trading. We're doing all this stuff with this, all right? So all we care about, like I said, short term. Obviously, we need to know the long term. That's why I always tell y'all to zoom out. But yeah, seeing how that bear trap played out. Now I hope y'all actually start to pay more attention and be like, right? It's one thing for me to tell y'all. It's two things for me to tell y'all and it actually play out, right? Then you're like, oh, now I see it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So this is obviously, you know, really good learning opportunity for people who want to learn. And like I said, yeah, kind of let it let it relax. Stop trading zero DTs. You know, make sure you buy time too. You know, zero DTs they're always the most fun, but I'm never full position in zero DT. Not anymore, right? There's no reason to. Once you start getting good at what you're doing, you know, once you start to understand that the market doesn't care about what you're in, then you will realize, cool, I am at the mercy of the market. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be zero DTs every single day, right? Because eventually it's just, you're gonna get those days like all over here, right? It cooked, although, and what was I telling y'all? I said be careful with that PDT because it's forcing everyone to take all these unnecessary trades, right? I mean, like if you're scalping shit, it's fun. One contract, that's whatever. Because SPX make you a lot of money. Today, for example, we made a nice little 25% in like a minute. I was telling the guys, I said, look, y'all know what to do. It's end of day. We're gonna do a little SPX. 2 minutes later. So yeah, man, just keep it simple. I know I'm going over time, pretty crazy, but I'm just kind of getting my thoughts out. But I'm back, and my fault for leaving. But yeah, I had people texting me like, bro, you good? I see you ain't posted it. Where's the post? I was like, dang, my fault. But nah, y'all be smooth. Drop a comment for some tickers. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all want to see. What tickers y'all want me to see. Want me to trade or try out stuff like that. But yeah, keep it easy, keep it simple, keep God first. See y'all. Peace.